I'll just get straight into it. I have a question regarding like sessions and time characteristics, and I've always wondered. I don't know if you've ever mentioned it, Michael, but is there way you look at time where it's like, okay, if 7:30 a.m. does this and 8:30 a.m. does this and 8:50 to 9:10 does this, then I'm expecting 9:30 to do this because at 10:30, and if it does that, then I'm expecting my trade to be at that time. So like characteristics like that, for example. And I don't know if you've ever like explained it in that way, or if 2 to 5 does this and 7 to 9 does this, then I'm really anticipating 9:30 to 11 to be doing this. So is there a rule base where when this happens at this time, it's 70%, 80% chance it's going to be doing this. So if I see something happens, okay, I'm going to enter. I don't know if you're understanding my question or not, like specific time.
I understand perfectly what you're saying. That's basically my enigma. I have the entire day broken down into different delivery mechanisms and scripts that it should follow based on things that I look for that tend to repeat over and over again. Today, if you watch what I did today, I was implementing some of that. And some of the things I was looking for, there was 2 or 3 things in there that didn't deliver as I wanted, but it was okay. It still kept the trade valid. But yes, if you spend time studying in your own and don't expect to crack this real fast, or for most of you ever, but it's a wonderful study to go in and try to break down every single day. Once you get a model, once you know what you're looking for, the best thing you can do to make you a little bit more astute in reading price and also having an expectation to what morning session should do, what London session should do, what Asia should do, or when Asia does something specific, what does that mean for London? And if that happens in London, what's it going to do for New York? So there's a lot of those things I've taught when I was teaching Forex, and they're like profiles and session profiles. All those things come together to a greater understanding about how you should sit still and do nothing, put your hands in your pockets, don't trade. Or I'm only going to be focusing on London because I think everything's going to be delivered there. The majority of the lion's portion of the move for the day will be in London, and New York will tend to either go sideways or have a retracement into what London was doing and make no further protraction beyond what was already posted in London. So yes, there is a lot of that stuff done in the Forex teachings, but if you go back and listen, I say those things segue perfectly into commodities, and they also segue into futures.
Which videos are you talking about when you say
Month
that?
10. Month 10.
Okay. Okay.
Month 10 on core content will give you some idea of some of the daily and weekly profiles. Month 8 is going to give you a lot of your profiles. The indices specifically, he talks about profiles in month 10. I mean, Michael, I didn't mean to jump in to answer.
No, I'm glad you did, because I just don't know. It's been 10 years ago. I mean, like I don't know. I don't know what they are off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, we have daily and weekly profiles. You have an Asian range. You have a daily high and low. We have London swing to New York open, London close reversal. You have a London swing seek and destroy. You have London swing to Z day. You have London close consolidation raids on news release. We've got lots of profiles schematically defined by the mentor, and all you have to do is study. Right?
You can stop me if I'm saying too much, Michael, but me and like some other trader who also trades your concepts, we've been studying for 4.5 years, and we always talk about how maybe like this is the part where ICT can't get too detailed into it. Like this is where he can't share. Is that like a detailed rule thematic approach to time? Is that like
A lot of the things around what I do that is unparalleled is going to be relative to time, yes. And that's why I tell everybody, please don't buy my books with the expectation that I'm going to spill the beans on everything I know about time. I won't.
Yeah.
I have some things I'm going to expound on, but you really don't need those things. Like, you don't need them. You don't. But I understand the desire to want it, but I don't want you to think that I'm holding it back just to be cruel. It's just meant for,
No, I understand.
like,
I totally get it.
it's not for everybody. Yeah.
No, it's funny. Like if I'm speaking a bit about myself, like I've been studying you for 4.5 years. There was a year and 6 months where I put like my whole heart into it. Like I remember I would study 6 to 8 hours a day. So many like tears at night, not understanding, and now I have such a good concept, enough, but till this day I'm not profitable, and sometimes I don't understand why. And I think there's like these days where I start looking at the charts and calling out every tick where it's like, okay, now it's gonna consolidate 750 to 810, 830 first phase accumulation, 850 to 910 second phase, and a bit of then 930 smart money reversal, all that. And I'm just calling it tick by tick, and then these like I'm in sync with the algorithm. That's when like I'm going crazy, getting goosebumps, having tears in my eyes, and then I do too much. You know what I mean? It's like I don't even, sometimes I wonder like what's wrong, and I think it's having I just trade price action. I think that's what's wrong. You've always said it. You've always said if you're not with so many years of experience, is profitably too, you should not trade like that. You should have one model, and I feel like I've just never sat down and had one model. And
That's what a lot of you folks, you gloss over what I've said so many times in the earlier lectures. And when I was back on Baby Pips, they asked how long did it take for you to figure all this stuff out? I would have bits and pieces of it, and I'd say, oh, I got it figured out. Just like when I make a video about something like the fair value gap or the silver bullet, everybody went out the very next day, tried to trade it with real money, or they tried to trade it with a funded account challenge, or they had their funded account, and they're like, oh, I tried this and it's not working. I literally just taught it last night. You didn't spend any time doing anything with it. But I understand that excitement because I was doing the same thing. Whenever I saw something in price action, look here, I'm like, okay, I see that. And then let me see if it works everywhere else. And it was there. It was over here in this market, that market, palladium, platinum, copper, cotton, lumber even. Who the hell trades lumber? But it was appearing in lumber. So I was like, man, this is, I'm going to go out tomorrow and I'm going to trade with this. And boom, I'd hurt myself, lose real money. So I understand what it's like for you to feel like, I think I got enough to go out and just see what happens. And I messed around and I found out. So it didn't take overnight success with me. It took me literally 6 years of having pieces and then trying to put them in the real market with money behind them. And sometimes it worked. But when I tried it again, it failed because I was forcing something that I didn't fully understand. It just resembled something I thought I understood. And that's exactly what happens with students with my stuff. They watch it one time. They say, oh, I looked at a couple charts over dinner. So I did back testing. And okay, well, how many sample sets have you done? What's your stats that you got on? How many times did it work? How many times did it fail? What was the best drawdown, the lowest in other words? What was the highest drawdown? What was the stop loss that you found that was economical for that model that you're working with? If you don't have those answers, you shouldn't be trading with real money. And I did that same stuff in the beginning. It took 6 years. And some of you guys cuss me out because you can't figure it out in the first 6 months. It's not normal. So you're saying you're still working on it in your 4th year? You haven't graduated college yet.
yeah, 4 years and
You're
like
working on a
7
master's
months now.
degree. Yeah, you're working on a master's degree. It's fine. Nobody goes out of med school in the 4th year and starts cutting on anybody.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's sometimes, I don't know if also I'm thinking the right way. Yeah, I call it the tick, where so like the market's doing whatever. You call him Phil. I don't know if you know Phil. His name is Phil, or you're just saying that.
His name's not Phil.
Okay.
Hey, do you know Phil from Modern Family? Did you see Wolf Tribes, Michael? He posted like a meme of Phil. I don't know if it's just like a popular guy on TV whose name is Phil. I don't know. It's just funny how there are different memes. The guy Phil, it's being personified really in these memes. It's hilarious.
Yeah, still don't see.
Anyway, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, there's something like, I call it the tick. I don't know, just it's the word, but it's like there's this instance in price where it starts. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just you see it, but I cannot predict it. I've never been able to predict it. And I can only see it when it's like 60% complete, 70% complete. I can never see it before. I call it the tick, where the algorithm starts its profile for the week. And so like I've seen it happen at 8:30 on Tuesday before. I've seen it happen on Monday, and then sometimes it waits till Wednesday, where the profile starts, the actual accumulation starts, the market maker buy model or sell model. It starts. How can you, like, I don't know if if that's a thing, or I'm just going crazy, how can someone predict that and right away realize that it's start, if there is such a thing, like, oh, now the algorithm is playing?
There is, but you're asking for experience that you don't realize you get by doing what you're doing, studying, back testing, and then tape reading. All those things come together, and it gives you that answer to what. How do you? It's then you can explain how hard it is to someone who doesn't know how to do it. The answer is you've done enough of it. You got it as experience. There's no lecture. There's no. I wish I could. I wish I could do something as a teacher to make it so you only had to maybe watch a few videos, and be able to absorb it over the course of like 5 days, and then simply know it. Because it's very frustrating as a teacher to know. I understand it's frustrating to try to articulate some of the stuff, but I know as soon as you start talking about a topic, I know where you're going with it. And then also I tap into that frustration, because that's what's hard about teaching this, because there are some things that no amount of lectures, no amount of me doing it in front of you, none of that stuff is going to help you get it. It's just you have to be looking through price action and seeing it, and it conditions you by experience and repetition.
Is there
And then over
indications?
time,
Is there
you pick it up.
indications? Like,
Well, you were mentioning it. You were talking about how you were feeling like you're getting in sync with it, but it's like more than half of the way started. That's progress. There's a lot of students that have no idea how to recognize it until it's done. Oh, I can see that market maker model now. Oh, it's obvious now, right? And the reason why they can't see it in the midpoint, what you're describing, if it's 60% of the time, once it's in there, well, that's wonderful. Then you have the second stage distribution or accumulation,
yes.
reaccumulation rather. You have the best of the model. So that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants that part, because that's the one I like to be in. I can afford to not be in the first part. I can avoid the first part of the curve. I could avoid the hassle of being in there at smart money reversal, because that's so hard to do. And then the low hanging fruit, or not low hanging fruit. I'm fatigued. I'm literally it's escaping me now. Smart money reversal, low risk short or low risk buy, and then first stage accumulation or first stage distribution, and then second stage, whether you're going long or short. That second one, that's the one that delivers real quick. It's immediate feedback. And what you're describing, if I understood it correctly, if you can see up to that point, then you should be very soon be consistently able to see the biggest runs in each one of the models.
Yeah. No, because I think, like, with your concepts, they're obviously very powerful, but within the right parameters and the right hands. And I think that's what separates the people who can really make good money from this, and not it's because these concepts, if it's not at the right time, when this, let's say the buy program or the sell program, if it's not already started, it's just going to go everywhere. If you're not at the right day, the right time, that's it's just not going to work. But then when you're at the right time and it has started, that's when it's perfect. Like, it's absolutely perfect. It brings tears to my eyes till this day when I see it. Like, it's like, wow, wow, wow. And now these days, to be honest, there's just some wicks coming out of nowhere. I don't know what's happening, but but yeah.
I'm being challenged by the same thing. So just know that the algorithm has not changed. It's just they're going in there and they're disrupting everything because they want you frustrated. They want you to make mistakes. They want you to get revenge driven, over leveraged, because all that's going to do is put more contracts in the marketplace. And stop listening to these people that tell you they're not going to come after your stop. They're going to come. They're coming for everybody. They're literally coming for everybody right now.
Mm.
So just have that in your mind and trade with the least amount of leverage, and let your development take organic pathway. Don't rush it. You're on the right path. It just doesn't feel like that because you've been doing it for a couple of years and you don't see consistency yet. You're on the same path I was on.
Thank you. That means a lot.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Kit, for allowing me to speak. Thank you, Michael, for everything you do. And obviously, thank you, Jesus, for having you both here. So, amen. Thank you guys so much, and have a good rest of your day.
You as well.
Amen to that, Jad. I'll just add, Yeah, man. Be patient with yourself. Self-love and really recognizing yourself on the journey. Like, this is a long path that we're on. And 4 years does seem like a long time, but it's really not. And the person that you become with this superpower, you don't even recognize who you want to be yet with these tools. And you really need to understand the power of these tools so that you can become the person you want to be who yields them. That takes time, that takes maturity, and most importantly, that takes experience. So
100% well said.
keep it
Well
coming.
said. Thank you.